Welcome back to the beginners game. This is going to be my last mission in the beginners game, and then I'm going to do a full standard game. So let's see if I can do this one properly as well.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
As you can see, there are different maps. I think there's over 60 different maps or something like that, and it's really rare that you will get two exact same ones, one after another. So, well, anyway, you're going to see a wide variety of maps, and they all differ in their setup. So, for example, this map is quite small and has a lot of buildings and cover. It's on top of a building. So on this map really favors the assault class in its classical sense, so run and gun, break and enter, shoot to kill and so on. While other types of maps, for example, I don't know, highway maps, prefer snipers and long-range fights. So again, the same rule applies. I'm going to move the first turn with the first soldier to a cover, and now I need to decide from which side I presume the aliens will come. It can be either this one here or this one here, because this part is not a problem. I can find cover for that, but here I need to choose. So I'll try to move in a way that I can run back if things go to hell. Okay, so this part for now is visible and no aliens there. So I presume it's safe to move there. Yeah. And for this part I'm not so sure, so I'm going to move here. There we go. 2 aliens. 2 sectoids to be precise. Now I want to avoid being killed here, so that's my priority number 1. So what I'll do is hunker down with these guys, with this one. Put these on Overwatch and move this one right here on Overwatch as well. So I'm praying that this girl will not get shot in the face first turn. Oh, okay. Aliens. Hooray! Reaction shot. Missed. As it mostly does, but especially on lower levels. And now... well, this is the second map, so I guess there is I think there is maybe 6 to 8 aliens. So I revealed 4. And I doubt that there's more here. I cannot count on that, but I can at least try to... okay, so it was true. But now I'm in cover. I'm going to try to flank these 2 guys here. And now I have to deal... so this guy here basically prevents these aliens from making a mess down here, and now I need to take care of these 2. With C1 I can lob a grenade at him if I want to, but it won't. Actually, I think I'll do just that. I'll lob a grenade over there, but not with her, but with this guy. Because there is another alien somewhere out there and I want to shoot him, so... alien fragments which are being lost by blowing up aliens isn't that much of a deal, losing those fragments, as it is a big deal of losing soldiers, especially promoted ones, so I'm not going to cry for losing them. For losing the fragments. I'm more worried about not being killed. That's not good. Okay, now I'm flanking him. My aim isn't that great. Let me see how this one. No. But I could move here, which is a good position because I'm still being... I cannot be flanked here. So this line extends right here, so the aliens from here cannot shoot me. I'm still going to be in cover. Ouch! But I got... Okay, great. I got the reaction shot of that alien over there. Which is also excellent, because it means I can try to shoot him from here. There we go. And I missed. Great! Yoo-hoo! Still, this is the best you can do, so I'm doing it properly. The only thing I'm not doing properly is not having enough units in that area. Over there. So what to do now? Now this part is now safe relatively. What I can do is move here and overwatch. Move the guy here and overwatch as well. So if I'm going to lose a unit, it's going to be that unit behind the container. What they're doing now is a mind merge, which increases the health and I think aim of this guy. So two sectoids are merging minds. Now the thing here is, if I kill the one that initiated the mind merge, both get killed. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. I'm going to try to kill that other alien. There it is. Unfortunately it's behind cover, so I can't do anything, but I can throw a grenade there. That's what I'm gonna do. If I kill this one will get killed automatically. See? Kaboom and zap. So 4 aliens down, probably 2 to go. And let's try find out where those 2 are. Well, this is a very small map, as you can see. It's really a very precise, close tactical map. And my guess is they're somewhere up here, so I'll try not to get killed here, so I'll just hunker down. Somebody is at the door. Just a second. Okay, let me continue. Now, I don't want to spread my crew too wide, but I do want to see what's going on. So this is some sort of a bug, I guess. I cannot see the... Ah, there we go. Anyway, let me try to move up here. This guy will stay where he is. That's the best I can do right now. Or even reload. sometimes you will hear the aliens, as is the case now. You hear the aliens where they are, and at least you know the general direction from where you can expect them to come, and so you can prepare properly for that event. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flank them with this heavy. I'll try to, you know, get on top of that roof and let me see if I can see them from here. Nope. Right. So I'll risk it and move up there. So that guy over there on the left is going to serve as my front man, as my frontal assault right now. And he'll try to draw the alien's attention in his direction. I'll actually hunker down. No need to get killed. There we go. So they're hiding behind cover. And it's a really good spot up there too, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to flank them up there. Let's see. This is full cover. So yeah, this is good. And with this guy, I'll just run. Yeah, I'll just run up there. There is no need to rush them. I mean, it's not a real-time strategy. So it also means I can just, you know, move here and nothing will happen to him. There's no way they can shoot him. They need to get down to be actually able to shoot me. So, and in that case they're going to... maybe they can shoot me right there. What? Mind merge? Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe they can. Great. Oh, maybe they can. Now the idea is to kill the mind merging guy, which means I'll try to shoot him from here. Huh. Yeah, one more thing that gives your units a bonus is elevation, so I am now at higher level than this guy, so I get 20% bonus to attack. And it almost worked. So let me try and kill him. Excellent.
Mission accomplished.
Great. Now I can finally show you the situation and explain the final part of the strategic layer, at least in the early game.
An exemplary performance. Let's hope all of these operations go as smoothly as this one did.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
Yeah, you can see his aim is already 75, so that's what I was talking about when I said different stats grow differently for different classes. Now I have 2 snipers now, which is excellent. And now I can build a workshop, which is probably the most important.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Thing. Now why?
Every member of the Council is going to want satellite coverage, so we should plan our deployments carefully.
As the guy said, so every country has 5 bars of panic associated with it. There are 14 countries which are funding this XCOM project, and each country grants you a certain amount of cash and a certain amount of well, if you what's important is that every country wants to have a satellite which is covering its country. Why is this important? Because if you have a satellite which is detecting alien craft, you can have interceptors on those continents which can shoot down these aliens, and this prevents abduction missions from happening in those countries. Once you have a whole continent covered, for example in North America,
we'll monitor that contact, but I don't think it's related to the UFO activity.
yeah, so for example if you have United States covered as I have, so it's a green satellite icon right here. If I cover also Canada and Mexico, I will have the whole continent covered, and it means that there are abduction missions from which I need to choose from, as you could see in the previous part, will not happen in North America
Nothing to
anymore.
report at the moment. Boards are clear.
Okay, yeah. So the most important part is if you, so for example, let me show you launch satellite. So if I launch another one in North America, I'll get one more scientist and one more engineer every month. So this is cumulative. 2 engineers after 2 months. I mean total. So every month you'll get an extra scientist and extra engineer. And with all 3 satellites I'll get two scientists and 1 engineer every month, and I'll get the bonus for that continent even if I didn't start on it. So for example, Brazil and Argentina provide money every month if I cover them with satellites, extra money. And I'll get a total of 1 scientist and 1 engineer per month. But I'll also get the continent bonus of We Have Ways, which provides instantaneous autopsies and interrogations on aliens.
We've been picking up some odd transmissions lately. Some nut calling himself Commander Straker has been all over the news ranting about shadow operatives.
Okay, so anyway, so if you can cover, the idea here is that if you, it's a game of, you know, whack-a-mole, as some people said. So if you do an abduction mission in, for example, Africa, then Africa is okay, but panic will rise, for example, in
that
Europe.
Equipment should be passed on directly to the research team.
Jesus Christ, shut up. It will pass over to, the panic will increase in, for example, all Europe and all Asia. So I need to, what the satellites do, except locking out that country, they also reduce the panic in that country by 2. So that's the only way, realistically, long term, to reduce panic in all countries.
You tell the men we can't have them bringing back alien body parts as souvenirs. It's a breach of protocol.
Okay, this guy is seriously annoying. So, for example, Argentina is now at 4 bars. If it reaches 5 bars, it will go into red. What that means is Argentina will quit the program next month. That's why the council meetings are so important. If I don't reduce the panic in that country, and the only way I can do that is, there are only 2 ways I can do that. I can either get a council mission, which is, well, those are my superiors as commander, for that country, or I can launch a satellite in Argentina, and that reduces the panic by 2. So one of the common strategies is that, for example, letting South America go into red in 1 month, and then locking it out with 2 satellites before that month ends. So that way you are preventing panic in other continents and countries from rising by pooling anger in Argentina and Brazil, and then launching 2 satellites only in those 2 countries, and basically not only reducing the panic from 5 to 3, but also locking out any future attempt for aliens to perform abduction missions there. So this is probably the most difficult part for new players to understand and to get comfortable with. It gets even more difficult on the impossible difficulty level. And yeah, so this is basically the key, because if you lose a country, if it goes into red and you don't reduce that panic by the end of the month, by the next council meeting, it will quit the program and you will lose the funding from that country. Yeah, and you will also lose out on the chance of getting that continent bonus forever. So countries that left the program are never coming back. And if you lose more than, I think, 11 countries total, you lose the game, no matter what. You can be the best tactician on the planet. You can be winning all the tactical games, but if you lose more than 11 countries, you lose the game. On the flip side, if you manage this part successfully, the only thing really remaining to be mastered is the tactical game, because basically with this part you're locking down the entire world, and the only thing you need to take care of is terror sites, landed UFOs, and shooting down UFOs that are in the air. So now that we covered this one, as you can see, I have 1 satellite in orbit and 0 available, and I can have only 2 in the orbit. And why is that? Because I need to build satellite uplinks to be able to launch more satellites, or I can launch them, I cannot control them. And you do that by building a facility that's called satellite uplink. And to do that, the next one, I need 10 engineers and 150 simoleons, 5 power. That's for the second uplink. For the third uplink, I need 20 engineers. So it's the engineer requirement for satellite uplinks is growing up, and it's getting more and more difficult to build them if you don't have enough engineers. And the only reliable source of engineers is either abduction missions or building workshops, which provide 5 engineers each. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a workshop right now, right there. It takes me 10 days to build it. So after 10 days I'll be able to build a second uplink. And for some reason I think I didn't buy the satellite, so I'm going to do that now. But I can still launch 1 satellite, and I'm going to build 1 now. So why didn't I build a satellite right at the beginning of the game? Why now? Why now that I finished this mission? Well, because having extra engineers reduces the cost of all items that you can build. The base cost for a satellite is 100 simoleons, and with 5 engineers, that's how those 5 I had at start, it cost 100. But now I have 9, and as you can see, the cost is down to 77. So if I have 50 engineers, the cost of a satellite will be trivial. The same is true for medikits, weapons, armor, whatever you can build. The more engineers you have, the cheaper stuff gets, and it also applies to items that require alien materials to be built. The more engineers you have, the less resources you need to have, so you can build more with less. One more thing you can see, well, 3 more things you can see. Here you can see the finances, which are really basic. It's basically an income statement sheet, nothing more. Income and well, it's a balance sheet. You can see here how much money you are getting per month, how much the alien craft cost, and how much the facilities cost per month. 255 per month minus 55, you are getting a plus 200 to spend on other stuff. Now you can add to that number by selling things you don't need. Note that you can sell only things you collect from the missions. You cannot sell stuff that you are manufacturing. So I have, for example, 8 sectoid corpses, and I'm probably going to get more in the future of these. And I need only 4 to research some tech, so I can sell the rest. Same is true for weapon fragments, although they are very used in research. And there are also council requests. Council requests are probably the best way to accumulate extra resources, because council requests are special requests that have nothing to do with combat. They only ask you for specific items you can either manufacture or already have in your inventory. For example, Argentina asks for 10 sectoid corpses and they will give you 200 simoleons for them. Now if you have 10 corpses in your inventory, you can send it to them right away. Or most of these missions have a time limit, so you have like a month or 20 days to complete them. Maybe you will attack a UFO and bring back 5 more corpses, and then you will have enough to send them 10. So, and these rewards are always better than the money you can get for these items on the market, the grey market. And also this is the only way to get rid of older items you might have in your inventory. So for example, if you're using, I don't know, plasma weapons and you have a stock of laser weapons in your inventory, and if a council mission asks for those lasers, that's the only way you are getting anything for those manufactured items you have. There's no other way to gain any value from those unused items you built. Okay, so that concludes the tutorial for beginners. Any question you might have, you can send it to my mail. I'll provide the mail in the description of this video, both on YouTube and Twitch. It's cybergenerals@gmail.com. cybergenerals together without any dashes @gmail.com. And after I collect 5 or so questions, I'll make a video about the answers, and I'll post it online. And now I'm going to start playing a regular game for people who actually want to learn some, tips and tricks on how to play. Maybe I'll actually continue this one because it's going really well. So see you in the future series. Bye bye.